Once you leave San Antonio, there's a long stretch of desert, and there really is nothing, and then all of a sudden, this whole borderline comes to life.
We got started because we both wanted to see something like this. We were interested in that part of history, right? So I'd been making some kind of episodic documentary that was kind of following protest and the immigration surge that happened here in the Valley as well before. And so, you know, I was interested in kind of capturing history in those things. And this was sort of like a much more kind of fun project involving music, but still involving history.
It felt like nobody else was going to do it. So in the way that we came up doing music, you know, being in the music scene, it's a very kind of DIY centered and focused thing. So it's like if you want to hear songs that are a certain way, you got to make your own songs. If you want to hear a band that's like a certain kind of band, you got to make your own band. And in that same spirit, in that same DIY spirit of a lot of these bands and in the scene that we came up in, when you want to see something manifested in the world, you have to just do it.
The southernmost tip of the United States of America and Texas, right? And predominantly, you know, Chicano, Mexican American here. We are a synthesis, a fusion, you know, hybrid bands, like we are a hybrid culture. So we combine all of these cultures in our music, our food, our dance, our language, you know, who we are as a people.
We're in a land of Charo beans and Tejano legends.
The narratives in the popular culture seem to tell kind of one aspect of things. But we know here that you know, it's different for folks that live here. I think that it's important for people, or it's becoming more important for people here to kind of tell their own stories. Otherwise, we see the kind of poor job that's done by outsiders kind of telling our stories.
Our history is embedded here on the border between Texas and Mexico, the United States and Mexico. So it's like the flashpoint here for the creation of Mexican-American culture.
It's powerful to tell history and to reclaim history.
The constant stream of interesting new discoveries, or like hearing a new piece of music or learning some other like aspect of Valley history that previously, you know, just where would you even learn that, was kind of like propelling the creative process.
You know, the things that we found along the way in terms of the bands that we found, and I think that kind of really kept us going. As we found more of the history, we found more of the music, and we were more excited by it. We definitely felt like it was a cool story.
We thought it would be good to premiere it as close to home as possible. It is one of the top film festivals nationally right now, so it seemed like a good fit. We're talking about Texas music. We're talking about life on the border of the state.
We're all just really interested to see what people think about the movie. We want people to watch it and kind of get a sense of their history. I think people are going to be surprised, and I think that people are going to get turned on to like a lot of good bands.
Well, the film is, you know, for people who live here. I mean, one of the largest motivations behind the project was giving people who live here a sense of the broader story of this place, and you know, like showing it here to the people who it's about and who share that experience, and having them see themselves reflected on the screen is like what it's all about, really.